Islam, we'll give them da'wah. They wanna know what a Muslim does, we'll give them da'wah. When they wanna hate on our deen, we'll give them da'wah. Who's the one and only? Nobody but Allah. Let me break it down right now for you. See da'wah is a call to you. It's an invitation to change your life. Calling you to see the truth. Back in the day I was living.
To believe in the idea of an uncaused cause, yes.
Yeah.
Is it reasonable or not?
I can't remember what Andy said.
I'm asking you.
Well, it's not usual.
It's not reasonable, why not?
No. Okay, before we do that, what do you understand between the difference between knowledge and belief? Because I know you don't like to acknowledge a belief. You'd rather say I accept, etc. So what would you say is the difference for you between knowledge and belief?
Knowledge is basically based on what you're told could be the truth. And whether you believe it or not is up to you. So, for example, knowledge comes before belief. You can't have belief without knowledge. Yeah?
No, the other way around.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Belief is a consequence of knowledge.
No.
Yes, it is.
Other way around.
I disagree.
All right, so I brought the specially for us as an analogy.
The marbles.
Here we go.
Loaded balls.
There's marbles in here. The number of marbles in here is either odd or even. Would you agree?
Yes, I agree with that.
Okay, there's no other option.
Right.
That's the knowledge claim. Right. Unless somebody goes quantum and they say it could be both, which I think you and I would reject in the macro world. If Andy came to you and he said the number of marbles in here is even because I dreamt it, would you accept his claim? Would you reject it, or would you say I don't know?
I would say you could be right.
Okay, so would you accept it, reject it, or say I don't know?
Could be right. Also, I have to answer your answers?
Well, I mean...
Well, no, I wouldn't say that.
There's three answers to it, isn't it?
Not really.
No.
No, if he says to me, I believe there's even number, yeah?
Yes.
He believes it.
Yes.
I would say, Andy, why do you believe that?
He says I dreamt it.
Scenario
Right.
I dreamt it.
I dreamt it.
Yeah.
Okay. How is that logical? How does a dream tell you how much is in there?
Well, it doesn't, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Which I think is...
So that would be my response. So he's believed it. Why? Because of his dream that gave him this knowledge.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Now his knowledge...
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So belief came after.
But the knowledge is overriding. Knowledge is a subset of belief. Would you agree?
I would say belief is the result of knowledge.
So which comes first, knowledge or belief?
Knowledge.
No, because you can...
I disagree with you.
Okay, because you can believe things that you don't have knowledge of, correct?
Right, and I wouldn't have a No. Here's how it works. Okay. Belief is a result of reason.
Belief is a result of something. Could be good or bad reasons.
No. Belief is a result of reason. Okay? So until you can believe something, accept something, be convinced by something, trust something, have faith in something, you need to know why you should have faith in it, believe.
I agree with that.
Right, alhamdulillah.
No, wait.
Alhamdulillah. So basically, before you can get to belief, we need reason. Now reason can be a dream, yeah? Reason could be something you've read. Reason could be something somebody told you, yeah? Or something you tested. And then you believe. For example, evolution is a belief based on certain data, yeah? You can't come to the belief of evolution without the reason why you've come to the conclusion. Okay, so for me, because you asked me the question, belief is a result of knowledge.
Okay, so I think we disagree profoundly on that. All right, so that's fine. I don't think I'll convince you of that. Of the opposite.
Tell me why you disagree.
Because knowledge is a subset of belief. When you look into it, knowledge is a subset of belief.
No.
Yeah.
You can't have a belief without a reason to believe it.
Sure you can. People have it all the time.
Give me an example.
The universe came into existence spontaneously.
Well, why do they believe that?
Say again?
Why do they believe that?
Well, because they
Because what?
They want to.
No. Why?
It makes them comfortable.
No. What have they read, seen, and told, convinced them of that fact?
Yeah, but okay. So let me go back to this again.
All right, I'll make it easy for you. Let's eradicate the word belief because I think you've got a wrong. I'm going to go to the thesaurus and I'm going to use another word that's synonymous with the word belief. All right, convinced. Okay, I am. Well, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Well, you can't. You can disagree with the theosaurus if you choose to. I don't mind.
No,
all right.
Making it analogous.
Why?
Because belief is not the same as convinced.
According to the thesaurus, it's synonymous.
You can believe things for good or bad reasons. Do you agree?
And you can be convinced of things for good and bad reasons also. And you can accept things for good and bad reasons also.
So when Andy comes to you with this and he says the number of marbles in here is even,
right?
That's his belief.
Yes. Based on his reason of his dream.
Yes, correct.
He couldn't come to that conclusion of being even without the dream, could he?
Say again?
He couldn't come to the conclusion it's even without the dream, could he?
Sure he could. He could guess it.
No, he didn't. You just said he had a dream.
Yes, I said he had a dream.
Right.
But you said...
Are you changing it now?
No. Listen to what I'm saying.
All right.
Listen. He could come to it without the...
No, I'm not going to come to what I should. I'm going to what you said. You said he came to you and said it's even because he had a dream.
Yes.
He's only got the belief it's even because of the dream.
I'm saying to you somebody could...
No. This was your example, mate. So let's roll with your example, all right? Your example was this. As a result of his dream, he believes this is even.
Correct.
If he didn't have the dream, he would have no opinion.
Not necessarily. That's what I'm
According to that.
Yes.
Without the dream. Without the dream, he cannot say this, it's even, can he?
Sure he can.
Not based on the dream, he can't.
I'm not... The dream is just the added evidence.
No. The dream was your reason.
Hamza, if somebody comes to you, this is the whole point.
Right.
It's odd or even.
I agree.
If somebody comes to you and they don't have a dream, they say to you, Hamza, I think that the number of marbles in here is even.
I say you got 50-50 chance of being correct.
Correct. So they've given...
Why do you believe that?
They said that you got a 50-50 chance.
So that's the reason.
So that's their reason, yes.
What's the reason? What's the reason? Probability.
Alhamdulillah. So 50-50.
So, again, without probability, you don't get... Right, so again, I'll say it again to you. Belief is the consequence of reason and knowledge.
Yeah. Reason, sure. But knowledge is not the same.
Of course,
as reason,
same.
No.
Knowledge is what makes up the reason.
What do you understand? What is your definition of knowledge? I'll give you a quick one and tell me if you agree.
Go on.
Justified true belief. Would you say that's a quick one for us here? Justified true belief.
Justified true belief.
Yeah. Would you accept?
Okay.
That
First thing about belief, obviously, is subjective. Depends on your subjective criteria for what you'll accept as real or not, or truth or what. You understand?
I'll give you the definition. Justified true belief.
What's that mean?
That's a short definition of knowledge. Would you accept?
Justified true. No. I'll give you an example. I know one verse of the Quran is Surah Fatiha. Yeah.
If you say so.
And I believe Surah Fatiha is a verse of the Quran. Why do I believe that?
Because you've read it, no doubt?
Alhamdulillah, because I have the knowledge that it's in the Quran.
Sure.
If I didn't know it was in the Quran, I wouldn't have the belief it is.
If somebody told you that it's in the Quran.
Right.
Yeah. Would you accept that?
I would reason it.
Would you accept their belief?
I would reason it. Depends who told me.
What does that mean?
Depends who told me.
Okay, so I come to you and I say to you, there's that verse in the Quran. Would you accept my claim? And you haven't read it yourself.
I would reason it.
What does that mean?
It means I would say, why are you saying this? How do you know this?
Somebody told me.
Why do you believe what they say?
Because they seem reliable.
Why should I believe you if you're just believing something because they seem reliable?
Well, exactly.
Right.
The point.
So no, but that is the point.
Correct.
I cannot come to a belief without reason. I don't see why you can't understand that.
I understand the reason part of it, but there's a difference between reason and knowledge.
I disagree. Because the knowledge is what makes up my reason. Obviously.
Okay. So I don't know if we'll get anywhere with this. You just
no, getting.
Yeah, you just don't seem to get that, and I'm struggling to understand.
Okay.
You're equating reasons with knowledge. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So when I give you the definition that knowledge is justified true belief, do you accept that, or
I don't understand what you mean by justified true belief.
So something that's been
Give me an example.
Gravity.
Well, that's not what that is. People who disagree with the idea of gravity.
Really?
Yeah, there are.
Okay, find me somebody. That's a knowledge.
No, I'm just saying that there are people who don't believe gravity exists. They believe it's to do. No, listen. No. I'm just saying to you, there are people who don't believe gravity exists. They go on about density and this, that, the other. Right?
Okay.
Right.
And
so they don't believe gravity exists, right? So based on what?
You tell me, because I think that's an unreasonable belief.
Their reason.
Would you agree with
their reason? No. Then we have to determine whether or not their reason is logical or illogical.
Yes.
So, for example, if an atheist comes to me and says, God doesn't exist, or I don't believe God exists, and I say, for what reason do you not accept, believe, be convinced the idea of God exists, and they say, well, I can't see him, where is he? All right? That's illogical. It's an illogical criteria for evidence. Because if your eyes are too weak to see certain things anyway, then what if God is beyond the capability of your eye? So the criteria set to see God is illogical. All right?
I wouldn't say it's illogical.
I would.
It's probably not a good reason.
I would say it's illogical. I say it doesn't make logical sense to set a criteria that you might be too deficient. So what I'm saying is, you don't just accept the reason, you determine the reason whether it's logical or illogical. And then from there we can deduce whether or not we should accept that, and then from there we derive our belief. Yeah? You cannot get to belief without reason, and what defines reason? Knowledge.
Thank you, they're not the same though. You've just said it yourself.
I said to you, knowledge makes up the reason.
But you have knowledge as your underlying claim. That's my
Right.
claim.
So for example,
Go ahead.
you asked me how many marbles... No, do I believe it's odd or even?
I said the knowledge claim is they're either odd or even.
The knowledge claim.
Yeah. So it can only be that which you agree with.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
So it can only be odd or even.
Yes.
Right. So you're asking me what?
So let me.
No, you're saying he came out of a dream.
John came to you and he said, Hamza, the number of marbles in there is even.
Right.
That's what he says to you. My question to you is, that's a belief claim, you agree? He
Right.
believes that
Right.
he doesn't
Yeah.
know.
No issue.
Yeah. So he comes to you and he says, Hamza, the number of marbles in here is even.
Oh, yep.
That's all he says to you.
Right.
Do you accept his claim? Do you reject his claim? Do you say, I don't know? What options are there other than those three?
Okay. Do I reject his claim as even? That would me saying it's not even. Which
No, it wouldn't.
It would be.
No.
It would be.
That's the crucial point. Thank you. The fact that you reject his claim
Right.
does not mean you think it's even. You think it's odd. Think about this.
Right,
If you get
go on.
that's what the distinction I got recently.
Right.
The fact that he made a positive claim and you reject his
Right,
claim based on no
right.
evidence does not mean you think that the
No.
number is even.
Misunderstand.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you understand?
If he says it's even, I can't say he's wrong
Why not?
because I don't know.
But you can reject his positive claim.
No,
He's
but
not
I don't
giving
know.
you any evidence.
But I don't know.
But that's the knowledge claim.
But I don't know.
Confuse the two.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
Hamza,
Do I know if it's odd or even? Do I know if it's odd or even?
do you or no?
Do I or not?
No, you don't.
Right. So if someone makes a claim it's even,
Yes.
it could be, couldn't it?
It could be.
Right,
But his belief.
No, his belief it is.
Yes.
All right. So I can say, yeah, clearly, I don't know. Yeah.
Yes. But you're not saying I don't know to him. You're saying I don't know.
No,
about
I'm
the
saying
knowledge.
I don't know.
Yes.
So if I don't know, I'm in no authority to say he's wrong.
Yes, you are.
No, I disagree.
Yes, you are.
I disagree.
Okay. Well, you can just disagree if you want to.
Yeah.
Why do you disagree?
Because I don't know. He could be right.
Yes, but he's bringing you a claim with no evidence.
Doesn't
Are you
matter.
justified?
No.
Is it reasonable to accept the claim?
Is it reasonable that he's claiming it could be even? That's reasonable. Is he correct? I don't know. So if I don't know,
Yeah.
I'm in no authority to tell
no
him.
evidence.
I've got no authority. Look, he doesn't need evidence, does he?
No. Yeah, sure he does. Otherwise, why would you believe him?
Well, because it's 50-50 in it.
Why would you believe him?
No, I wouldn't believe him.
Thank you. That's what I try to get to. You would reject the claim because he's given you no
No.
reason to accept that they are even.
No. You've missed that up. I can say to him, I don't believe that it's 100% what you're saying it is. Right?
Believe 100%, 50%?
Well, I can't believe 100%, can I?
believe something you don't
No.
believe.
No,
Sure.
of course not. Because he could be right, isn't it?
But he's bringing you the claim without evidence.
Would I put my house and mortgage on him being right? No.
So, do you say you don't know, or do you reject
Right, I would say this. No, I can't reject it because he could be right. I'm not so arrogant to think just because I don't know, he can't know either.
it? But he's given you no reason to think so.
No, but it's 50-50, isn't it?
No, it's not actually. It's very important. Most people must.
No. He thinks he's being clever,
No,
but
I don't think I'm being
yes, you
clever.
do.
I want to make.
Yes, you do. You're trying to make a point, and
Yes.
your point's moot.
No, it's not.
It is. I'll tell you why. Because this is my point that I make, yeah, and you'll see how I use this on you. Yeah? All right, alhamdulillah. So, basically now, my man here has made a claim about the marbles. He's saying it's even.
Yeah.
I have no idea whether it's odd or even.
Correct.
If I knew if it was odd or even, I could say he's correct or not.
Obviously.
All right. If I myself don't know, I'm in no authority to say he's wrong. I can still reject his choice though because it could be wrong.
What's the reasonable assumption? What's the reasonable thing to do when somebody brings you a claim which you don't know,
Right.
and gives you no evidence?
Right. If he brings a claim with no evidence, then I'm in no position to accept his claim.
Thank you.
But I'm in no position to say his claim is false either.
Now you're playing two sides of the same.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Either you accept it or you
No,
reject it.
not
Or you say,
at all. I don't have to accept it, but because I don't know, I can't say he's wrong. Because he could be right. Because let's say I say he's wrong and reject his claim, and it is even, then I'm wrong.
Yes, but you had a justified reason to reject his claim.
No.
You had no evidence.
I don't think so. I disagree. I can reject. Look, if I reject his claim, that's not an issue. Yeah, if he claims it's even, I can reject it. It's not an issue. I say, right. But I have no authority to say your claim is wrong.
But that's not what I'm saying. I said you reject the claim.
I don't have to accept it.
That's all I'm saying. Now you've got that.
No, that's what I said. But I said also, I can't say he's wrong either.
You just don't accept the claim.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. I have no issue with that.
But that's the whole point.
No, it's not.
That's what I wanted to get to.
Right. So the point is very simple.
You're rejecting his claim.
So the point is very simple. Let's reverse this now. I'm making a claim a creator exists. I can't prove to you a creator exists. So, right. So you can reject my claim.
Correct.
But you're in no position to say my claim is false.
On the knowledge part of it, yes, but I can reject your claim. That
You can
yes, I can.
You can reject. No. You can reject my claim.
Yes.
You can. You can say, I'm sorry, my subjective criteria for evidence is such and such a thing. What you're presenting as evidence does not match my subjective criteria, therefore I don't believe what you're saying.
Correct.
Right. That's one thing.
Yes.
And as a Muslim, I have no issue.
Right.
But you have no authority to say I'm wrong in my claim.
What's the difference between...
I'll tell you the difference, because you don't know.
That's correct.
Alhamdulillah. So you don't know. So if you don't know, you can't say I'm wrong.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
You're bringing me a belief claim, you're not bringing me a knowledge claim. Do you agree with that?
Of course I'm bringing you a belief.
Thank you. So I can, from my worldview, reject your claim.
You can reject my claim, but you cannot say my claim is false.
What's the difference between rejecting and saying
Okay,
false?
all right. If you say it's false, you're making a claim yourself, and I'll provide your evidence.
No.
Yes.
That's where it's wrong. No.
Why, explain that.
If I said to you God does not exist...
Right. I say, why'd you say that?
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying, though.
What are you saying then?
That's what I'm trying to...
If you're saying to me, my claim God exists is false,
Yes.
then you are saying God doesn't exist.
No.
You're not.
That's why I want the penny to drop for you. If you can get this, because I got this recently. I thought the same as you.
Right.
When I listened and I reasoned this...
No, you don't. You 100% don't think the same as me. I've watched many of your videos and I've debated with you. You don't think the same as me.
Whatever you believe, that's fine.
Right. I've seen your comments on YouTube. You don't believe the same as me.
I thought the same as you.
What did you think? Tell me what you thought.
I thought what you said.
What did I say?
Which is, if I reject your positive claim, that means that I think God does not exist.
No. Let's first of all take it back to the realms. Okay. If I make a claim,
Yes.
and I cannot support that claim with evidence,
Yes.
to match your subjective criteria for evidence, doesn't make my claim false. It just means you don't have to accept it.
That's correct. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I say
Which
I reject
right.
your claim.
But if you want to turn around and say to me, your claim is false, now you're making a claim.
I'm rejecting your claim, so now...
No, you can reject my claim. I have no issue with that. So if you reject my claim is one thing. To say I don't believe God exists is one thing. I'm not convinced God exists is one thing. I don't accept God exists is one thing. To go around telling people you're stupid for believing God exists is a claim.
But I didn't say that.
No. But if you're saying to me that for me believing God exists is what?
Unreasonable. I don't say you're stupid.
So if you're saying unreasonable, now you give me your reasons why it's unreasonable.
Yes, and I've just given it to you.
No, you haven't. I'll give you an example of it. I'm going to give you an example of a claim. When I was 15, I climbed Mount Everest with my father.
Yeah.
You've heard it, yes? Alhamdulillah.
Yes, that's
All
your
right.
claim.
Do you accept it?
No, I reject it.
Right. Does that mean I didn't?
No.
Right. So I could be true with my claim, even if you don't accept it.
But I reject your claim.
Alhamdulillah. And I have no issue with that.
Yeah.
Now, if you say to me you never climb Mount Everest,
Yeah, but I don't say that. That's the
Alhamdulillah.
crucial. That's the
But
crucial thing.
atheists do say that.
Some atheists do. Some atheists do. I'm an agnostic atheist. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, you don't know.
I don't know on the knowledge claim whether it's odd or even, but I reject the positive claim that you bring. Do you understand that?
And I have no issue
If you
with
get
you.
that, good. No, but okay. So,
But I will ask, what is your subjective criteria for evidence?
Sure.
So what is your evidence? Do you think science can prove God exists in the future?
We don't know for sure.
No. Is it possible for science to prove God exists?
If in some way it could detect some kind of God, it's possible, I suppose.
Is it possible for science in the future to prove God exists?
In principle, possibly.
All right, according to science, you can't.
what God is.
First thing, science doesn't deal with the metaphysical.
Yeah, but God could, or in your view,
Right.
He has interacted in the natural world. So if
Right.
God can interact in the natural world,
But how would you
then
prove
science
that?
could
How would you prove that's God?
through science? Hey?
How would you prove it's God?
Say again?
How would you prove it's God.
Well, if we had a perfect science, or we could science in the future, then we could prove that there was.
But there's no such thing as perfect science, because science by nature is transitory.
Say again?
But science by nature is transitory.
We keep improving on science, don't we?
No, but it's transitory.
Do you think it's impossible for science to prove God in any way?
According to the definition of science, science itself says it can't.
I've never heard them say that.
Can science prove anything?
Say again?
Can science prove anything?
Sure, it proves a lot of things.
Really?
You mean absolutely? Because now you're bridging the gap.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Can it prove anything?
So absolutely.
Well, you're not going to accept any absolute proof, are you? No, it can't. It can't, can it?
Yeah, but
by definition.
But absolute is a red herring.
And proving something
Is it?
absolute.
Say again? Yeah, correct.
There's a difference between proving something and proving something absolute.
Correct.
If you prove something in court, yeah, nobody can prove anything absolute. It's just an impossibility.
Correct.
Right.
We're simply.
But if you're only
knowledge.
well, if you're going to,
all
all
right.
right.
Not proving.
But if you're only going to accept absolute proof of God,
No, but I'm
No, he
not.
doesn't say that. He doesn't say that.
Who?
I mean, you can
said
continue
that.
from
Yeah,
there.
no, he's an agnostic atheist. I'm talking about different atheists. This here is not just for you, mate.
Good.
All right.
Okay, for other
And
people.
if you're somebody who rejects the idea of God, then I'd question what your criteria is. Yeah, I would do that. All right. If you want to deny God exists, I'd like to know why you say that.
Sure. But I haven't said that, have I? Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying to you. Now, for me, and now you know, but you started off this whole conversation saying it's unreasonable for me to accept the idea of an uncaused cause.
No, that's not what I said.
What did you say?
Rewind,
Sorry.
I said, okay, what I said is if you bring me the positive claim, I can reject that as
Yeah.
well, you accept it. Okay, well then we haven't got an issue. But I'm not saying that on the knowledge claim I know God does not exist.
Right.
But I am saying I reject your positive claim that you believe God does exist.
All right, and you've watched many of my videos, and I've said many times, I don't care whether or not you accept my belief or not.
Right.
I take issue when you challenge my belief. I say it's wrong.
Okay, but that's where you're blurring the line.
Don't care. Why do you argue, both of you together?
Because we want to come to an
If you have
understanding.
your belief and you're holding it,
Why are you here? Why are you here?
why am I here?
Yeah.
It just shows that you don't like people, do you?
I love people. Why are you here?
I'm here. Why am I here?
Yeah.
Because I'm here.
Why?
Because we're not
That's why he's here. That's why he's here. Let's go.
We're
Move
not
on.
that.
Go.
We're here. What kind of
Well, you seem to take objection people discussing and debating things.
No,
and you're in Speaker's Corner.
No, I'm not.
It's Sunday, mate.
You're
Just
creating
relax.
Argument. I'm being friendly with you. You see, that's friendliness.
Do you want to step in?
You heard of this?
No, he doesn't.
I agree with
heard
you.
of this
I
word?
agree this discussion is stupid, but this is even more stupid. So let's go back to this one. Which
That's some chicken.
Why is this discussion
What
stupid?
I'm saying,
doesn't matter. Let's just go.
No,
continue.
you made a claim, man. I'm very, you made a claim. You said this discussion was stupid.
I don't care to back it up.
You're
Because,
worried that
I'm
he's
just, my point is,
accepting or not, and
why
he's
discuss
worried
whether the
about
discussion...
No.
Why is this?
No.
Speak something reasonable so we will learn.
I said this very
I'm
simply.
stupid.
And I'll repeat it. I don't
I'm
care.
very stupid. I look stupid and I want to learn. Why not?
Okay, if you, all right, then be quiet and listen. You might learn something.
No, don't rule people.
How are you going to learn if you don't shut up?
You're ruling for a long
How are you going to
time.
learn if you don't shut up?
You see, that's being rude. That's being rude.
This gentleman's interference.
Say it now.
You interrupting a conversation is very, very rude.
Why? You want to
Oh, why?
But to be honest, you are going a bit random. So
No. We're establishing the point.
overpower
In that
him,
sense,
and he's
it can be
trying to
interesting, but
overpower
really-
No.
It's not really-
The irony here is this, yeah?
That's
He agrees with me and I agree with him.
Between people.
Yeah, well, that's why you're repeating it yourself.
That's-
Yeah, but we're just establishing it.
But you haven't really moved along.
Don't need to.
Point.
This is the-
That's a good Muslim.
No, we're just establishing it.
What I'm saying is,
5 minutes of fame there.
this is argument. We can be friends. Why are you rejecting people?
Who have I rejected?
You said shut up and things like that.
No, I didn't say that. I said if you want to learn,
Yeah.
be quiet and listen.
No, be quiet is being rude. You can say just
How are you going to learn if you don't be quiet?
please listen. I've been listening to stupidity for a long time, and it's that there is no.
You want to elevate the discussion?
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with that. Let's elevate the discussion.
You stuck in what you want to. You know you're going. You know that.
Arm wrestle.
No, that it doesn't. You look intelligent, and you're intelligent, I believe. But how long you believe in your faith? How many? 1,470 years.
Hey, buddy, how you doing, man?
Yes. How long you believe in your faith before you became?
You said back like I was gone.
What? How long you believe your faith exists. The word Islam, where does it come from?
This is getting exciting.
What's the origin of the word Islam? You know?
Lucas here.
في مثل بالعربي المثل يقول إذا كان صاحبك عسل لا تلحسه تكون.
No, there's no catching on. There was no catching on. There was no catching on.
Jesus himself was Jewish.
What did you catch on that?
Muhammad learned everything from Jewish faith.
Who told you that?
30 seconds
Who told
before
you
he
that?
became Muslim,
Who told you that?
he was illiterate. He never knew how to write his name.
Who told you that?
Who told you what you know?
Who told you that?
Who told you what you know?
You made the claim. You made the claim.
Jesus himself was
You made the claim. You made the claim. Make a claim, support your claim or don't.
Right, fascinating. Next round.
Right.
So we agreed.
No. What we agreed,
Hey, can you come in?
belief is a result of reason and knowledge.
Come on. Join the.
I'm in.
Belief is a result of reason and knowledge. That's what I said. You can't get to belief without reason and knowledge.
Okay, so I disagree on that. But the other point, which is,
Do you disagree with that?
that he's presenting a belief claim,
Yeah.
and I can reject the belief claim.
Of course.
Because
And I have no issue with that.
if he said to me, I knew, we know philosophically you can't say that. But
Right.
if he said that,
But Muslims say they know that.
yeah, but they don't just know what they're talking about. What they should say is they believe, which Hamza.
I mean, here today he said he believed. He didn't say no.
Which I know.
I said to you last time.
The ones I need know it's a sacrifice, but it's a small price to pay for all the rewards we'll get from Allah. Inshallah.
They wanna know about Islam, we'll give them dawah. They wanna know what a Muslim does, we'll give them dawah. When they wanna hate on our deen, we'll give them dawah. Who's the one and only? Nobody but Allah.